Hello, everyone. Good morning. Marissa Shadrick here. I am an online content strategist and certified copywriter. In case you don't know what an online content strategist is, that whenever you're online, you need a strategy. You need a way to grow your virtual presence. You need a way for people to know that you exist. So the content you create, there's a strategy behind it. How we use social media, what medium we use, whether it's writing, whether it's video like this, or whether it's audio, all of that, all the pieces that help you stand out online. That's what I help people do. And being a certified copywriter, I can help them with their messaging as well. I realize that I say that a lot, but I never really explained what it is that I do. So it could get confusing. But today I want to talk about the stress level that so many people are going through. And we all go through stress. I mean, just kind of taking care of kids can be stressful, or going to the dentist can be stressful. Of course, wondering if we're going to have enough toilet paper can be stressful. Not to belittle the importance of what's going on right now and the changes that we're going through and the severity of the coronavirus. I get that. And I know that there's been some people that have been gravely affected. Some people have lost jobs. There's situations that are going on. But there's always something ahead if we're willing to look forward and not get stuck in the stress that is really rooted in fear oftentimes. When we're stressful about going to the dentist, it could be the fear of the drill or even just the sound of it. You know, so much of stress can be rooted in fear. And I recently spoke at a summit and I talked a lot about the things that would prevent someone to implement a strategy or implement a plan or implement some type of new venture. We're at the last day of the first quarter. Today's March 31st. For those of you that are watching a replay, it is the end of the first quarter of 2020. And I don't know if you started out running in January and doing really well, and then this coronavirus kind of put a hiccup in there, but we are facing the second quarter. So I would really highly recommend for you to look at the second quarter, April, May, June, and look to see what it is that you want to accomplish, what it is that you want to learn, what it is that you want to do, and begin to write those things down. And then what I've done is when I write down some of the goals that I have, and this is primarily for business, but you know, if you want to do this for your personal life, you can do that too. You would, I use color coding because I love color coding. And I would take whatever I've written down and I would look at some of the things I've written down and I would highlight it in green if it's income producing work. In other words, if the activity to this particular goal is actually leading toward income in the future, then I highlight it in green. If it's something that's going to build my platform and provide more exposure of who I am, I highlight it in pink. And everything else is still important, but it's not as important as what's highlighted in green and highlighted in pink. Sorry, early live and my voice is a little croaky. But in any event, it helps me kind of see to make sure I'm doing income producing work. Now, if you set your goals and you're not initiating, you're not taking that step, maybe the stress has been affecting you a little bit, paralyzing you, maybe wondering why bother? Why should I create an online presence? Everything, the sky is falling. What's going to happen? I mean, I don't think there's ever been a better time to be online because what's happening right now is global. And as long as there are problems in the world and someone has a solution for it, I believe there is space for you online. So as far as the stress that's rooted in fear, I wanted to point out a couple of things about fear and not all stress can be related to fear. Some stress can be just from fatigue and deadlines, but of course there's a little fear that if you don't make those deadlines, what's going to happen? You know, maybe it's reframing your workday or giving yourself a little bit more space or eliminating some things to create more time for the things that are really important. And if you set your goals and you start highlighting green, income producing, and pink, what's going to grow my platform, it helps to eliminate some of those things or at least put them in the back burner for another time. So let me talk about stress that's connected with fear. Fear needs permission to exist. Fear needs permission to exist. Fear cannot exist unless you allow it to. Okay, it needs permission, and it needs permission from you. So these are 5 things on fear that I'm going to share with you. The second one is fear erodes our potential. Fear has a way, it has so many ugly faces, but fear has a way to erode our potential. You have so much potential. You are so gifted, my friend. This is what I do in my coaching groups, is to be able to help people discover how gifted they really are, all their skill sets. I take them way back from when they were kids, what kind of jobs they had when they were kids in school, in high school, and to see some of the common points along the way, and they begin to discover who they are and some of the gifts and talents that they have that they take for granted. So fear erodes our potential. The third one is fear undermines our purpose. You, my friend, have a purpose. And if you can't figure out what that purpose is, well, stop looking for it and just take the next step. Just take the next step, because there's something in you. And if you're even watching this, you're interested in entrepreneurship, you're interested in online work. So there's something in you that you want to contribute, and you haven't done that yet. But fear will undermine your purpose, what that is. And remember, if you don't know what your purpose is, just do the next right thing, because your heart is pulling you to share something, to provide something, to answer a question, to solve a problem. Just follow that and your purpose will unfold. The fourth one is fear robs you of your free will. Oh my gosh, this is like horrible. We have free will. That's the one thing. Nobody can even make you think a certain way. You decide how you think. And it doesn't matter, even if you were captive, or put in a cave somewhere or in prison somewhere, no one can change how you think. You can think in a way that's going to be healthy and maintain you in a positive way, but that's part of your free will. You have free will, and fear robs you of that. Fear doesn't give you any choices. Fear just likes to dominate and lead you by the nose. That's what's so terrible about fear. It robs you of your free will. And the last one is fear wants us to conform and belittles our existence. Fear wants us to conform and belittles our existence. You have value. You have value, and you exist for a reason. And we were never meant to be on an island and work alone. I think the most successful people are successful because they have found community, they've found peers, they've found mentors, they've invested in themselves. So your existence matters, and you can be that person to someone else as well. You can be that person to someone else as well. So fear is huge, and a lot of the stress right now can be a result of fear. A lot of the hoarding that went on, a result of fear. I'm not going to have. I was running out of coffee creamer, small thing, right? But I was thinking, wow, I don't know. The last time I went to the store, there was no coffee creamer. And I thought, well, if I can't find coffee creamer, then I'm just going to drink black coffee, right? And if I don't have coffee, then I'm just going to get more sleep. So I'm not so tired, right? So I just wanted to just encourage you. I'm not trying to discount the gravity of things that are going on, but we need to take care of us first, right? We need to take care of us so we can take care of other people. We need to invest in ourselves, in how we're thinking, how we're taking care of ourselves physically, so that we can help other people. And your message online matters. So with that, I have a couple of announcements. I am going to be doing a Facebook Live each day, and I'm going to call it Fearless Solopreneur. I'm pretty sure that's what the thing is. We're creating the graphics right now. So, or Fearless Entrepreneur, one of the two. But anyway, this is like fresh off the press. So I'm going to do this live daily broadcasts, and the time is not set yet. It's going to be 7 or 7:30. I'm trying to figure out when I can have the office to myself, because I share it with my husband. I want to make sure we don't hear on my own in the background. But we're going to have this live, and it's going to be biz talk. We're going to talk about biz, how to be resilient as a solopreneur. And it's just going to cover different things. I'm going to cover topics like as far as growing your platform, some tools that are handy that you can use. That's really important to know what kind of tools you want to use. Some of the myths, out there, we're going to kind of tackle some of those things. We're just going to chat biz. And as it grows and people start asking questions, then I can answer questions as well. So we're going to have this biz talk. And I'm hoping that as we go on, maybe toward the summer, I can bring on some guests that'll talk about some biz stuff. So I've done that before where I've interviewed some people on YouTube and it's posted on YouTube. So I'm looking forward to this. Of course, I'm not going to do holidays. So if there's a holiday during the week, I'm not going to do holidays, but it will be live Monday through Friday. And I'm thinking of starting tomorrow, April 1st. So if I can get all my graphics and everything done, we'll start April 1st. Another announcement I have, and I'm going to release a video that I'll post here. But another announcement is I have a friend of mine, Lori Reeves. She is doing a 5-day website challenge. I mean, this is amazing. This is free for someone who wants to create a website. She's experienced with website creation. She is a graphic designer and she's also a certified copywriter. So you get the whole ball of wax. And this is a free challenge that begins next Monday, and I'll post more about that. And I'll give you a link to that. But if you want to create a website, she's going to walk you through step by step by step in the 5 days. I mean, there's going to be live Q&A. There's going to be a private Facebook group. She's going to have templates where it's literally, this is where you put the picture. This is where you put the bullet points. She's going to help you create 4 website pages. All right. And this is free. And get this, if you go from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and you finish and you create your 4 pages, you are eligible to win. She's going to pick one winner, $500 in a gift card. It's not an Amazon gift card. It's just a regular gift card. So you can use it anywhere. Now, who could use an extra $500? So this is like a win-win. You get to work with Lori. She's going to help you create a website. And if you complete it and you carve out, and you're going to need to carve out some time. So you need to carve out like 2 or 3 hours because you're creating a website, right? But think about it. You're going to have it done in a week. In 5 days, it'll be done. And if you complete it, all 4 pages, you could potentially win $500. So I'm going to put the link to that. I think that's pretty exciting. You're going to see a special interview that I did with Lori. I'm going to release that video. You're going to find out more about my live broadcasts. All of that's coming. I just wanted to kind of give you the announcements and share a little bit about fear because there is a lot of that going on right now. And I just want you to jump on board and just be the leader. And some of you are already doing that. And I applaud you for that. Be a leader in these times of uncertainty. Be a leader and help and support people with your expertise. It's so needed right now. It's so needed. So we can kind of virtually stand shoulder to shoulder, encouraging each other. And that would be awesome. And I would love to see some of the things that you do. If you see that and you have something that you provide online that's encouraging, post it below this and share it with other people. It'd be awesome. All righty. So you guys take care and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.